Alright, welcome to a lesson on the addition and subtraction of polynomials. So as a refresher, we're just going to go over again what is a polynomial. We have our four types that we're mainly going to refer to, well, three types with the main being polynomial. We have our monomials, like 1x or 3x. We have our binomials, which can be 2 plus x, 4y minus 2x, 7a plus b. We have our trinomials, x squared plus 2x minus 1, 4a plus 2b plus 5, and then for everything else that has more than 3, we call it a polynomial, like 10x squared plus 4x minus 3y plus 5. And if you recall, what makes something a monomial rather than a binomial, trinomial, polynomial, the difference is the addition sign. So a binomial is made up of two monomials that are hooked together by an addition or a subtraction sign. A trinomial is three monomials that are hooked together by two addition, two subtraction, or one addition, one subtraction sign. So that's how that works, if we recall. So let's get into adding. So whenever we're adding our polynomials, we're going to just combine like terms. And we need to remember that x squared is different than x to the third is different than x squared, so on and so forth. So let's look, and we have 5x to the fourth, 3x to the fourth. So we're going to combine those terms, and it's 5x to the fourth plus 3x to the fourth, and we get 8x to the fourth. Now, we look, we have a negative 5x squared and a negative 2x squared. Negative 5x squared minus 2x squared is negative 7x squared. And there's a reason that I did it in that order, why I didn't put the x squared first. Whenever you're adding, subtracting these polynomials, you want to make sure that you put them in descending order. So you always want to start with your biggest monomial. So in this case, our biggest monomial was x to the fourth, so we started by looking at all our x to the fourths. Our second example looks a little different. We have parentheses around. Well, whenever you're adding polynomials together, what you basically can do is forget about the parentheses. So we're just going to drop everything down without the parentheses. But we'll need the parentheses a little bit later because they're very important whenever we subtract. So we look for our biggest monomial. We have 4x to the third. We don't have anything to combine it with, so we just rewrite 4x to the third. Next we have a 2x squared. We don't have anything to combine it with there, so we just rewrite plus 2x squared. Next we have our negative x. Nothing to combine with there. And finally our minus 2. So in some cases you may get, like our first example, where you're going to be adding everything together. Some cases you may not add anything together. You're just going to reorder it. And some of them you're going to add a couple things together, and some things you're just going to have to put in the proper order. So we have 4 examples here for you to try, so go ahead and pause the video and try these examples now. And here are the solutions to those examples, so go ahead and pause the video and check your answers. And now we're going to move on to subtraction. So the big thing about subtraction is we change it to addition and then we simplify. So there's nothing different about adding and subtracting because we're going to change our subtraction to addition. And here's how we're going to do that. So we have this, we have in parentheses x squared minus 5x to the fourth minus parentheses 3x squared plus 2x to the fourth minus x to the third. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this minus sign to a plus sign, and I can't just do that. I can't just change it and say, okay, let's go. So what happens is when I change this subtraction to a plus, I have to change the signs of everything after our subtraction. So everything to the right in parentheses I'm going to change. So I have to change all these. So my positive 3 becomes a negative 3. My positive 2 becomes a plus negative 2. And my negative x cubed becomes a positive x cubed. And I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite that. X squared minus 5x to the 4th plus, now it's this, and now we can just add like we were before, negative 7x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd minus 2x squared. So there is no subtracting our polynomials, you change it to addition. Okay, so now here are two examples for you to try. Remember, you have to change your subtraction to addition, and then it becomes like the first half of this video. So go ahead and pause the video and try these now. Alright, and here are the solutions to those examples. Go ahead and pause the video again and check your answers. After you do that, this video is done.